Welcome, Westside Pirate fans, here to the pregame show today. I am Cody Olson, the new voice of the Westside Pirates here on mylocalradio.com and on 105.5 KACH, Preston's Classic Hits. Today, the Westside Pirates are going to be taking on the Firth Cougars here in Firth, a rematch from last year's state championship game and the 13th consecutive year in a row that these two teams will open up against each other. Kickoff is scheduled in about 40 minutes from now. I will be here with you. We're going to cover a lot of the narratives going into this year for both the Pirates and the Cougars, what this game means, how it's going to affect the rest of the year. Is this possibly a glimpse into what we're going to be seeing in district and in the postseason? We will definitely find out as kickoff again 40 minutes from now. In the meantime, we have our pregame show today brought to you by mylocalradio.com. As you're listening to a mylocalradio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football on KACH 105.5 FM and streaming live and online at mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com. Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
We welcome you back to the Westside Pirate pregame show here, 35 minutes approximately from kickoff to start the brand new year of Westside Pirate football. I know you've been all excited. I've been excited as well. We're up here in the broadcast booth at Firth. We're going to be giving you live video coverage online at mylocalradio.com as well as over the airwaves on 105.5 KACH. Again, I am Cody Olson, your new voice of the Westside Pirates. Catch us all year long covering all varsity sports for the Westside Pirates here on our station. Time now to thank our sponsors as part of our pregame show, and we'll get more into our scene set and other segments, including our coaches show brought to you by Evergreen Financial.
It's time for Westside Pirate Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Stars Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Stars Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. We are getting ready. In just a moment's time, we'll get our scene set. You see here on the screen our boys and the West Side Pirates out onto the field getting their warm-up stretches going as they'll be taking on the Firth Cougars in a second. We'll go ahead, take one more break, come back to you as we set the tone and talk a little bit about what this game means for the Pirates and the Cougars just after this on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of West Side Pirate football here on MyLocalRadio.com.
Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
We welcome you back here to the pregame show brought to you by MyLocalRadio.com of Westside Pirate Football. You see our Pirates out here, out on the field getting things ready. We are located in Firth High School. Right now, a little bit cloudy. We saw a little bit of thunderstorms behind us, located just behind the booth, but I believe that they kind of rolled on past. It should be really, really fun. A slight breeze. It is perfect weather for football here. We see a lot of the West Side Pirate fans have traveled, and we got full stands here on the home side as the Cougars are ready to cheer on their team as well. We're going to go ahead and dip into our North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set today. Today's matchup versus the Firth Cougars is one that the entire state of Idaho is going to be looking intently at. Lots of narratives around both teams today, as the results of this matchup will answer the questions: is this truly a rebuild year for Westside? What does that really mean? Is Firth going to be able to come up and really take, the top dog in the reins here in the 2A classifications? What experience are these teams going to take away as a rematch from last year's state championship game? And where really, truly, where are the juggernauts going to be located here in 2A of Idaho? These questions possibly are going to be answered as part of this game here today, as we're looking forward to the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors scene set. Tonight, the season opener for both schools is the 13th consecutive year in a row that the Cougars and the Pirates have kicked off the season against each other. Lots of really cool stuff, as we'll continue to talk a little bit today about what this game means. You know, the Westside Pirates come into this game with a 32-game winning streak. And also, this 13 year in a row against the Cougars into the 2022 campaign, none of the current Westside players were in high school the last time the Pirates didn't capture a district title in football, and that's pretty impressive when you think about it. Pirates are currently looking to go back to back to back, maybe one more to back, 4 years in a row, and trying to get back to that state championship game and win it. We thank you for joining us on the North Stars Ultimate Outdoors Scene Set, a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics as well as Preston Indian Athletics. I am Cody Olson. We'll come back to you as we get ready for the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We're going to hear from Coach Tyson Moser as well as Coach Vasquez, hear from Firth and hear their thoughts about what this game means, as well as getting a little bit of our keys to the game brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll come right back to you on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football here on 105.5 KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Welcome you back here to the pregame show today. As we move on to our next segment, we'd like to thank our sponsors, including North Star Ultimate Outdoors, for our scene set today. Now it is the time to hear from our coaches as part of our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. Let's go ahead and start with a little bit of a little glimpse into the Firth Cougars. I got to meet with head coach Rigo Vasquez, first-year head coach of Firth. Talked a little bit about what it means to be in his first year and the expectations that the Cougars have, and he says it a lot better than I do, so let's go ahead and hear from him. Welcome back, fans of Firth and Westside, to the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. On our pregame show today, I'm joined here with head coach Rigo Vasquez of the Firth Cougars. Coach, just an amazing time. Truly it is. Football is starting up again. How are you doing? First-year head coach. What has Firth been like this year? Is the team excited?
The team's very excited. Always great to get back out in the gridiron of things, and a long summer. A long few weeks of preparation, and then finally getting able to go out and compete on a Friday night. So it's very exciting around the Firth community.
Coach, I know Firth is excited. Westside is excited as well. There's a lot of history between these two teams in recent memory. Let's talk a little bit about you first. This is your first year in the head coaching position. You've been the defensive coordinator in the past 3 years. This is a new phase for Firth. With you being so new at the head coaching position, what can fans of both Firth and Westside expect in going into this new phase of Cougar football?
Well, obviously being with the program the last 3 years, not too much of a change will happen. We still have pretty much the core group of our kids coming back. Biggest thing, kids are out, and we've had to make a lot of adjustments is based off of what the team needs. You'll see a lot of different kids playing a lot of different positions, probably not used to where they've been at before. But that's such as life with the 2A program. There's always a need for somebody, and we expect kids to step into where they need to be. That's really where we're at with it. Everything else is kind of go out there, play football, and get things taken care of.
Coach, you mentioned a little bit about, plugging in kids in new positions, some underclassmen coming in, but you return a whole lot of production from last year. Really high expectations for the Cougars this year. What areas on your football team do you feel as though is going to be very, very solid and highlight your team for the fall?
Yeah, well, that is true. We do have a lot of our skilled kids back from last year. We've been pretty fortunate. We've had a great set of seniors coming in. Really, I believe our quarterback has been an all-state quarterback the last 2 years, coming into his fourth year in the program with Gage Vasquez. So we do have Burton Park, who's been had a heavy haul last year. Obviously, Alex Vasquez coming in and changing a little bit was due to some injuries last year that he wasn't able to participate the last couple of weeks of the year. Looking pretty strong there, and we have a couple of core kids down on the line now, where we had them up last year. So again, speed, we do have quite a bit of speed. We're looking forward to seeing kids being able to utilize that. And if we can maintain some blocks, I think we'll be all right.
Coach, opening up the season against Westside might have a little bit of extra meaning to it. Westside is kind of in a year right now where they've graduated a lot of kids. They're trying to put a lot of younger kids in positions. What would a win for the Cougars against the Pirates on the opening night do for your program and carry in momentum-wise for your team?
Yeah, obviously any program win at the beginning of the year is always huge for them. For us, obviously, we've had some great battles with Westside over the last 3-4 years. Phenomenal team that Westside has, and truth be known, Coach Moser will always have those kids up for the task. So really, a lot of folks are saying that it's a down year for them. I really don't buy into it. I think Westside is a true program. I believe the Westside program is a program that everybody wants to emulate. They want continuous in and out of great athletes, great coaching. But to get a win with them, obviously it sets the bar high. Firth program has the high expectations, as does Westside. So be a great game. It's a great indicator of where we'll be at. Obviously pretty early in the year. I think this game that we have coming up, it's a great indicator for both programs to see where exactly we're at as far as the state around. I mean, there's a lot of eyeballs that will be out there at Firth High School come Friday. It's a great atmosphere. Always great to be able to compete against Westside.
Coach, Coach Moser had nothing but high praise for Firth's program. My last question for you is, running such a similar offense, the wing T, Westside runs it. You guys are going to be running that. Does that help your defense prepare for the looks for this upcoming game?
I think it does. I think it allows us to see what sort of skills we need to utilize and where we need to put our focus on. And something that you said, they did lose 15 seniors from last year and great athletes. That really we have to come in kind of seeing what they'll bring out. again, they always reload. I don't buy that rebuild year. I think they will be primed and ready, and we're looking forward to being out there and they compete.
Coach Vasquez of Firth, the Cougars getting ready to take on the Pirates. Coach, I really, really appreciate your time and effort for putting in for this interview on our broadcast here. Is there anything else you want to touch up on before we end?
No, I appreciate the opportunity to get interviewed, and let's have a great game come Friday.
I like it. Coach, best of luck. We'll see you out on the field.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
What an awesome interview that I had with head coach Rigo Vasquez. First-year head coach, has been the defensive coordinator for the Cougars the last 3 years, and he's now taken over as head of the helm, and he's taken a very talented bunch of kids, and they're trying to take a win against the Pirates today. Pirates, on the other hand, they have a little bit of a different type of maybe angle that we're going at this now. I got to touch up with Coach Tyson Moser. Coach Moser, 21 years at Westside, whether that be at different levels, 13th year. It's just been so incredible to see what type of program the Pirates have been. He talks a little bit about in this interview, we like being the underdogs. We don't mind the narrative of, this could be a rebuilding year for us. We're going to go out and do exactly what we need to do, go hit people in the mouth, and that's just the Pirate way. Let's go ahead and hear it from him here on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We welcome you, Westside fans, to the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. I am joined here with Coach Tyson Moser of Westside. Coach Moser, this is the first game of the year, the first real time that we're going to be seeing the Pirates after what has been an incredible run, 3 state championships in a row. I mean, lots of narratives going into the year. Ultimately, Coach, let's get your just raw thoughts. First day of school, I mean, right around, it is the start of something really new. How are you feeling, and how do you feel the program is?
I feel good. I think we're in a good place right now. A lot of new faces, and sometimes that's tough, but it's also good in a new way. Just different kids, different personalities. It always makes it fun and exciting to start with a new group, and this is really a pretty new group. So it's just fun and exciting to watch them get better and improve, and it's just kind of a new challenge, and that's why we do the job is challenge and see how we can do. So it's good so far.
Coach, you touched up on something really, really important and key to what I think Westside football is all about. This is your 13th season as the head coach. Even before that, 21 years at Westside in total. What makes Westside football and the tradition that the Pirates carry so special to you and for everybody in the community?
I don't know if I can answer that for sure. It's the tradition goes back years. I mean, before I was even born. I'm just lucky to be kind of a part of it, But the Westside football tradition goes back clear into the 70s and even maybe the 60s. I don't know. So it's just kind of an expectation that Westside's going to field a football team and that we're going to have a good team. And I think kids around here just kind of grow up expecting to compete and to win. So it's just kind of an expectation that's kind of bred into them, I think, honestly. So I don't know if I have a better answer than that.
Sometimes it's just part of who you are, and part of what Westside is in the recent past. 3 state championships in a row. But Coach, you've lost 15 seniors, 7 of which really played a whole lot of time in those state championships. Others around the state are taking an eye and glancing to the side at Westside, saying like, "Oh, this is perhaps a rebuild year for Westside and the Pirates." What do you feel about that narrative, and what would you say in response to that?
I'm totally okay with that narrative. I like being an underdog. So if I'm sure everybody thinks that we're finally done and we lost that good group of kids and that it's finally over, and I can't say that if I was in their shoes, I probably would feel the same way. So we don't. That doesn't bother us. That doesn't. We're fine with that. We'd rather be an underdog than have the target on our back. So we'll do our best to field a good team and see what we can do. But I don't think these seniors, I don't think they expect to fall off the map. So.
Coach, being here at Westside, 3 straight years of state championships. I met with you earlier this summer, talked a little bit about training camp and getting these kids ready. And you talked a little bit about getting the basics down and embracing the challenge. How do you feel like these younger kids that are coming up, have they embraced the challenge? What has it been like? And, do they embrace being so young and perhaps underrated?
Yeah, I think so. I think these last couple of years, being the favorite has kind of been out of character for us. I think we are used to being underdogs. It's, been that way for a long time. And I think we embrace that. I think we kind of like being, that role. So for these kids, I think, that they're embracing the fact that, they know they're going to play an extremely tough schedule, maybe the toughest schedule in all of 2A. They embrace that they open with Firth, who might be favored to win 2A. So anyway, no, I think they embrace it and they accept the challenge, I think.
Coach, obviously not giving away any secrets or anything like that. The first game, and it's kind of a pattern that Westside's had for a long time, opening up against Firth in one way or another. Does this game hold special significance, or is this just another put your head down and this is what we do every single Friday night?
We don't treat it any different, but it's a great measuring stick game for us. Firth has traditionally been a very good team, and they're usually one of the best, or if not the best, in the 6th district. So we feel like if we go to Firth, or and we compete and we play our best football, and we are in that game, win or lose, we feel like we're in a pretty good spot to have a good season. So we know if we go up there and get beat bad, that we got a lot of improvement to do. But so it's just a good measuring stick program for us to know where we're at.
High quality opponent in Firth coming up. Coach, we might have touched on it a little bit, but the last question for me, for our listeners, for the fans of Westside, for you, what is the one key for the boys in this game against Firth to keep in mind? What do they need to do in order to stay close and maybe even perhaps see a very real possibility of a Pirate win?
For the most part, I think we have to control Firth's momentum. I think, we don't want to let them get out, and, it's going to be their home opener. And if they get out and start feeling good, things are easy for them, they might just start to roll. So we want to control the momentum. And then the other things come down to basically what we do in, every season opener, and control the turnovers and control the penalties. Penalties and turnovers in game one can kill you. So, try and control their momentum, not turn the ball over, and don't make dumb mistakes.
Pretty good keys. Those are really important. Coach, anything else from you before we let you go and we get ready for this game against the Cougars?
I don't think so.
Perfect. Coach, again, a great pleasure as part of the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We say thank you and best of luck.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
That was head coach Tyson Moser, and we'll be catching up with Coach every single week prior to each game, giving a little bit of the updates as to how the Pirates are going to be doing throughout the entirety of the year on the Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We'll go ahead, take a quick break, come back to you to bring you the keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, the friend you need in the insurance game here in Preston, on a First Bank, on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football here on 105.5 KACH.
There's no better family activity than a night out at the movies. Worm Creek Opera House Theater on State Street in Preston is your local home for first-run family movies. The historic theater offers top-flight comfort, the coolest refreshments, and quality entertainment, all at family prices. Stop by the Worm Creek Opera House at 70 South State Street in downtown Preston. For tickets, show times, and a list of upcoming attractions, go to wormcreek.org.
Welcome back to the pregame show here in the broadcast booth. I am Cody Olson. Working the camera tonight is my beautiful wife, Melissa. So she's going to be standing in, doing a fantastic job. She has 1 year of experience doing it. We're going to go ahead and transition now into the keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. Number one here that we have is calling. We're going to go ahead and trust the system. The Westside Pirates have a tradition of being able to field that football team and fielding a good football team for the entirety of the year. Obviously, younger kids in the program, but this system has worked in the past. Buying into that system is just as important as running the system consistently throughout the year. Number 2, control the turnover battle. Like Coach Moser said, avoiding those big turnovers are going to be huge today against the defending, state runner-ups in the Firth Cougars. Number 3 here, patience. The wing T offense is based off of patience and running it the right way every single time. This is incredibly key as they move on throughout the entirety of the game. Do your job, look for the right opening, and make it happen. Those have been the keys to the game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance, the friend in the insurance game here in Preston. One more break. We'll go ahead and we're going to go ahead and transition immediately into our outstanding student interview, and then get ready for our starting lineups today, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Let's go ahead and hear from Colby Bowles. Welcome, Westside fans. I'm joined here on our outstanding student interview with Colby Bowles, a elected representative of the football team for this game against Firth. Colby, first things first, let's talk a little bit about this game against Firth. You guys played them twice last year. Now you're going to be opening up the season against them. Is there any different emotions than any other game, or is it just business as usual?
I think it's business as usual. Most people underestimate us, but I think we can come out and give them all they can ask for. Their quarterback, Vasquez, is definitely a big threat they have, but I don't know. I feel like if we get him shut down, we got him.
Obviously, that's a key to the game that coaches talked about before. What makes Westside so difficult to understand and read? Everybody, might underestimate the Westside team this year, but what do you think is going to happen?
I think we have a good chance of winning districts, maybe doing something in state, but we got a lot of young guys this year, and I don't know. I think what's going to get us far this year is that everyone wants it, and if we can prove them wrong, that'd probably be the main goal.
Colby, when did, football is such an intense sport, and Coach runs a really good program. Last year ended with the state championship game. How quickly did it take for you guys to start turning around and get ready for next year?
All right after. There's always little get-togethers and groups, so we always get together and get ready for the next year, start throwing at the next quarterback or getting the line set up.
Colby, how did you get started with football? Tell me about how you've started this game. What does football mean to you?
It's been in my family forever. My uncle, he played for Idaho State. My dad went to Montana State for about a year, and then I don't know, I just kind of grew up, and family, it's just kind of been part of life.
Colby, football and school has started today. Let's dip out of football for just a second. What's it like being the first day of school? You got the jitters? Are you ready to go? What's it like?
Oh, it's probably been the slowest first day I've ever had in my life.
You talked a little bit about your positioning, split end and the backup quarterback, kind of stuff like that. What about those positions speaks to you, and how did you end up doing those?
Oh, I didn't really know where they were going to put me at the start of the year. I just going to go wherever they needed me, and I don't know, I guess just try my hardest at whatever they put me. I don't really care where I go.
Do you have any siblings at the school right now?
One in junior high, 7th grade.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any older siblings?
I don't. I'm the oldest.
What does it mean to you to be the first one to go through of all your siblings, trying to set an example? Is it intimidating?
No, I just want to set the bar high, see if they can't do the same things we did.
All right, Colby, before we end this interview today, it's been really fun, getting really excited for football. What's the one thing that you want to do this year, the goal that you have that you want to have by the end of the year done?
I just want all the bleachers packed at every sports game or anything. I just want to have people be known so people come watch us.
I like it. Colby Bowles, anything else from you, Colby, before we end?
Go Pirates.
Go Pirates. I like it. We'll go back to the booth. Colby Bowles, the backup quarterback, and he's going to be playing that wideout spot for Westside this year as well. The Swiss Army knife. He doesn't care where he goes as long as he can help the team, and I bet Coach Moser really enjoys that very, very much. Colby Bowles, our first ever outstanding student interview here on 105.5 KACH for the Westside Pirates. That will be incorporated into our broadcast throughout the entire year as well. I'm going to try and grab a student from Westside to highlight their academic or athletic achievements every single game broadcast, whether that be football, volleyball, basketball for boys and girls, our softball, should be really, really cool. We're going to get ready, take a quick break, and come back to you for our starting lineup, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate football.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back to the pregame show here, our Pirate football pregame show. Our honorary coin toss just happened, and our captains that went out there include Owen Nilsson. Excuse me, I'm looking down here. I'm learning the roster just as much as everybody else. Trey Priestley, Shad Grohl, and Jackson Beckstead joined there with Owen Nilsson. The Pirates won the toss and deferred to the second half. So the Cougars will get the ball first here as we go ahead and dip into our starting lineups today, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. We're going to go ahead and get ready for our national anthem and come back to you with... as soon as the national anthem starts to play. While we're waiting, Webb Funeral Home is a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics and our broadcast here tonight. Looking at the starting lineup for the Pirates.
To the opening football game of the 2022 season.
Jackson Beckstead, left tackle, Shad Grohl, left guard. Eli Brown, the brother of Blaze Brown, at quarterback tonight. Trey Priestley at right guard. Brendan Bailiff at right tackle. Colton Gunderson at tight end. Owen Nilsson at that wingback. Moser and Shurtleff in the backfield. Let's go ahead and step aside for our national anthem. was our national anthem here at Firth High School. We're getting ready for some football as the Pirates and the Cougars will be taking each other on. We just went through our starting lineups today, brought to you by Webb Funeral Home.
Announce them as a team. So first off, we'd like to announce
and Coach Moser,
coached by Mr. Tyson Moser.
Coach Moser talked a little bit about the importance of the rotation, about a lot of younger guys coming through. Here come your Pirates out onto the field, waving that Pirate flag. Convoy as they all meet at midfield and have their little huddle there. The back-to-back-to-back reigning state champions, the boys from Dayton, have come out here to play the Firth Cougars. We're going to go ahead and step aside for our legal ID and come back to you for our live camera coverage and our play-by-play portion here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate football here on 105.5 KACH.
A proud member of the Co-op, we save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Here we go as we get ready for the start of this game. Each side have gone to their respective sides. West side located there. On the east side, looking kind of into the sun. The football field, from what I understand, is at a little bit of an angle, not a traditional north-south kind of thing, almost pointed northeasternly. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and dive into our play-by-play coverage. Like to thank our sponsors, including Franklin County Medical Center, S&T Electric, MyLocalRadio.com, Procon Homes, North Stars Ultimate Outdoors, and Webb Funeral Home as being part of our pregame show today. As we get through our starters tonight, we finally get to see a little bit of who's going to be taking over the duties, at least for the kickoff team for the Pirates. It looks as though one of our players to watch, senior Easton Shirtliff, will be kicking off. He's setting the tee off at the 40-yard line. He's the brother of Bryler Shirtliff, a well-known name in the
teeing the ball up for the Pirates.
West Side area.
Alex and Gage
Here we go, Pirate fans, as we get ready, waiting for the whistle. Ball is teed off and kicked off with a big right foot by Shirtliff. That ball will go sailing through the end zone for a touchback. At the 25 is where the Cougars will take over. 1st and 10, right smack dab in the middle of the field. Again, I am Cody Olson, the new voice of the Westside Pirates. I'm joining you here over the airwaves and on MyLocalRadio.com, where you can find an online stream of every single Westside Pirate football broadcast throughout the entirety of the year. We're also doing volleyball as well. Come wintertime, you'll catch me doing basketball. The wing tee offense incorporated by the Cougars, a little bit of a shift here, heavy right side, and they're going to go ahead, give the dive out to the left, and he'll be tripped up and wrapped up by a plethora of Pirates after a 2-yard game on that drive. Now, I got to say, for myself, this is going to be the first time I'm going to be calling, a wing tee offense, and both teams are going to be playing the wing tee today. So we're going to be getting a lot of scrums out there, a lot of defensive, physical football. 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Cougars as they're working from left to right on your radio dial. Quarterback Gage Vasquez going to take it himself and get wrapped up and thrown down after a minimal gain as he squirts out to the right after the fake dive. Gage, was really admonished as, that X-factor athlete for the Firth Cougars by multiple players and coaches for the Westside Pirates. You're going to have to keep an eye on him. He's a player to watch, very shifty athlete. He's joined by other seniors, Alex Vasquez, the running back and all-state defensive back, and Kyle Jacobson in the backfield, also doing that running back-linebacker combo. Motion across the face, and they're going to give it off on the sweep. Here comes the reverse, the opposite way to the left. He's got a blocker out in front, 1st down and more as he runs down the sideline and is eventually pushed out by the Pirate defense right at the 40-yard line, right in front of the Pirate bench. Dipping into the trick book, the trick playbook early on, able to get that 1st down. That's the 1st down of the game for the Cougars and one that's very needed here in the opening drive. Out there on the defensive line for the Pirates, I see Aaron McDaniel manning the defensive nose position. Here's a spread look and the quick draw play to the running back. Going to pick up 2 as he runs his way to the left. Tripped up around the defensive line, but
with the tackle.
Gunderson will pick up the tackle there as he was wrapping up by the shoestrings Kyle Jacobson. So a little bit of a different look. You know, Firth not afraid to dip back into a spread type of look. They had 2 receivers to either side. And now 2nd down and 8 coming up at the 41, their own 41-yard line, working from left to right into the sun. Back into the wing T formation. Motion to the back, heavy right. A little bit of a draw, and it's going to go nowhere. That ball possibly came out, and the Pirates are pointing the other way. All right, referees are going to stop the time. Pirates are cheering. I haven't yet seen an official.
With the recovery for Westside, they will take over 1st and 10.
Beckstead hops on the loose pigskin, and they pick it up. Pirates will take over in Cougar territory at the 40-yard line. A little bit of a mishandling of perhaps the snap and the little dip-off right there inside. Looking for that quick dive in that wing T formation. Here come the Pirates out on offense. Quarterback Eli Brown under center. He's going to give the dive out to the left and popping out to the right. Number 22 for the Westside Pirates. Parker Moser picking up about 1.5 yards if we're being technical on the right hash. 39.5-yard line working inwards. Pirates, after the quick turnover, looking to score. Brown under center with 2 backs behind him. That's Shirtliff and Moser. A little bit of a motion and another dive to Shirtliff. He's going to push his way forward in the pile just to the left. He'll pick up 3.
Picks up 3 yards.
3rd down and 5 coming up for the Pirates. The 35-yard line.
Andrew Garcia with the tackle.
Andrew Garcia in to help out in the plethora of Cougars there. Wide out on the near sideline in shotgun position. Brown takes the snap, fakes to his right, rolls to his left, has to square his shoulders, looks down the field, looks for Moser, catches it, and that's going to be inbounds, and that will move the chains. Moser tiptoeing the sideline, gets 1 toe in, and that's going to go ahead and move the chains all the way down to the 25-yard line on the left hash.
Tackle is by Shook.
You know, Coach Moser, in meeting with local newspaper, the Herald Journal, earlier in the day, talked a little bit about the capabilities of Eli Brown. Said that he's got quite the arm. They're not afraid to throw the ball. He's in shotgun again, heavy set to the right. He'll roll to his right, has to get up in the pocket, steps into it, caught at the 10-yard line, taking 1 step to his right and finally caught. Had a little bit of a run after the catch, goes down to the 8. That is
picks up another 1st down. Burton Park,
Brock Moser. Brock Moser coming in from that tight end position. 1st down and goal coming up for the Pirates. They want to punch it in first after taking the turnover here early in the 1st. Under center, little end around to the left side. This time nowhere is Moser, takes that one in the backfield. Goes back to the line of scrimmage.
With the tackle. 2nd and goal from
Jacobson of the Cougars there. 2nd down and 9 yards to go to the goal line for the Pirates. Coach Moser bringing in plays via the man substituting in. That is Brock Moser. Here come the Pirates, 2nd down and 9. A little bit of a miscommunication. 1 running back in the backfield, that's Shirtliff. Motion to the right side. They're going to give it to Shirtliff right up the middle, and he's going to push forward for a couple inches. Cougars holding their ground here in the red zone.
Garcia, the first man there for the Cougars.
Another Garcia assisted tackle.
Assisted by Lazarga.
Pirates facing a 3rd down and about 9, to be honest. Brown goes under center again. Heavy backs to the right and a motion. Far out there, that's Nielsen. Another motion. They're going to give the end-around jet sweep to Nilsson. No. 2-yard loss as he runs out to the right. Eaten alive there is Lincoln Henderson. Excuse me. I'm going to learn a little bit more about these names as well. So the Cougars stop the Pirates here in the red zone, at least for the time being. 4th down and 12 coming up. Brock Moser coming in with the play for the Pirates. What are they going to dial up here? What's up the sleeves? Cougars early on, not afraid to dip into the tricky plays. Let's see what the Pirates do. Under center, motion out to the left. He's going to drop back to pass, rolling to his left. Flag out on the play. He looks to the end zone. In the back of the end zone, it's caught. It is caught for a touchdown, the time being by number 30, Garrett Robinson.
We have penalty flags.
Robinson, running in the back of the end zone, right in front of the goal post, finds his way, looks to scramble. And the home crowd for the Cougars are cheering as if this is going to be called back.
Illegal player downfield.
And it is. An eligible man downfield called on the Pirates. So the touchdown called back after a little bit of a mix-up by the Pirate offense. It's going to cost them 6 points. 6:10 left here in the first quarter. Head official in our white hat gives the motion to run the clock. 4th down and 17 for the Pirates. Brown in shotgun with Shirtless to his right. 2 wide receivers to his right. He's going to roll to his right, set his feet, throw backwards to Shirtless. He's got a few blockers. He's got a beat to the end zone. He's going to get tackled right there at the 4. The final man that could possibly make the move and to make the play to stop Shirtless, and he does, and it's going to be huge for the Cougars. Pirates stifled after what was going to be a touchdown throw from Brown to Robinson. Ends up being called just a little bit short. Stopped down at the 5-yard line and a turnover on downs. So each side not able to punch it in on the first time they're able to handle the ball. So the Cougars now with 5:45 left here in the first take over. Spread look in shotgun. Vasquez steps up in the pocket. He's wrapped up. He escapes to his right, jumps, and throws the ball. And it's caught at the 25. And down goes the Cougars after an acrobatic, incredible move by Vasquez, who was in the pocket, able to pirouette out of it, jump up in the air, almost like a jump shot in basketball, and finds his man to go down to the 25-yard line. A 20-yard pickup and throw for Vasquez and the Cougars. 1st down and 10 from the 25. Back into the wing T under center. Running backs shifted to the right. Wing back on the left. End around, drops back, and a little sweep is going to get wrapped up and dropped for a 1-yard gain maybe. Easton Shirtliff there for the Pirates. I'm still amazed at the athleticism and shiftiness by Vasquez on that last play. Thought for half a second that he was going to get sacked in the end zone for a safety. Would have been 2 points for the Pirates, but instead he rolls out of it to his right, jumps up in the air, had no moment, no feet set at all, and is able to make the completion. 2nd down and 10 coming up, spread formation. Give off and a draw right up the middle from right to left, and a flag comes flying in after he's dropped for no gain. Way in the defensive backfield. We'll see what the call is. Face mask on the Pirates. So, going to be the second penalty of the game on the Pirates, and it's going to cost them both times. It's going to be 5 yards moved forward. Clock will continue to roll. 4:30 left here in the first quarter. We'd like to thank our first quarter sponsor, Northern Title. Good deeds done daily. Go ahead and find them, and they'll protect you from all things like hidden liens, access issues when buying your home. Jan Stone and Company at Northern Title. 2 wide receivers either side, spread formation. Vasquez drops back, looks, steps up in the pocket, heaves one on that corner route here. It's in and out of the hands of number 24, Burton Park, the senior running back who came out from that slot position on the near side. ran about an 8-yard smash route going towards the sideline, diving Superman style. It just goes in and out of his hands, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up for the Cougars at their own 30. 0-0 is the score with 4 minutes left here. The clock is stopped after that incompletion. Northern Title, our first quarter sponsor. Vasquez in the shotgun and multiple shifts, heavy to the right. He's going to drop back to pass, and it's going to be a flag out on the play. It might be an illegal shift. Pirates come up and grab him for minimal gain as he stepped up into the pocket and saw a little bit of daylight. Nowhere to go. And I think that this is going to be an illegal shift, and it is. So 2 different motions and multiple people moving and very quickly in succession is going to have the Cougars at a disadvantage. It's going to be declined, however, by the Pirates. So 4th down and 3 will be the situation coming up here for Firth. They're located here at their own 33-yard line. They have a decision to make. Do you attempt to go for it here or punt this thing away and try and keep the Pirates as far away from the end zone as you can? Cougars coming up in punt formation. Burton Park in that punter, his cleats firmly planted at his own 20-yard line, gets the snap, punts it up, a little bit of a blooper right up in the air. It's fielded right at the 35, and he is crushed. Daryl Vasquez puts the hurt on Crew Sage as Sage caught that one right at the 35, thought he could make one-man miss, could not do so, and the Pirates will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35 after 30-yard punt. 3:23 and the clock is screaming past as we are here in Firth. 0-0 as Brown will line up under center. Shirtliff behind him, motion to the near side. Give it to Shirtliff up the middle, and he'll get wrapped up at the knees after picking up 1.5.
Shirtliff with the carry.
2nd down and 8 for the Pirates.
Garrett Nelson.
One thing that we talked a little bit about earlier, Kyle Jacobson can do it on offense, but he's also an all-state selection as well defensively from last year, the senior number 44 middle linebacker, and he's charged with reading this Pirate offense, which has been so efficient. 2nd down and 8, snap around to the right, a sweep type of deal, and he's going to bury his head and move forward for a gain of 4. Is Moser. Moser came across the formation in the backfield. Misdirection in this wing T gives a defensive player many things to look at, and if you're not disciplined, you're going to be lost in all of the motion and misdirection. 3rd down and 5 after the carry for Moser. Brown again under center, wingbacks to either side, motion to the near side here. He's going to drop back to throw and rolls to his right. It's going deep downfield, and that ball is tipped and almost intercepted at the 40-yard line by Vasquez. Make that Gage Vasquez. 4th and 5 coming up for the Pirates now. And what we're seeing is 2 very good football programs going head-to-head, toe-to-toe, filled with great athletes on both sides, and you couldn't ask for a better first quarter here up until this point. 2-11-0-0 as the Pirates will line up in punting formation. Shirtliff at his own 30. Who's going to win the punting battle? 4th and 5. Ball almost skips on the ground. Shirtliff has to carry himself to the right, kicks it off. It's fielded at the 15, taken down the sideline. He's going to have a little bit of room. Swallowed up by a couple different Pirates right at the 32, and that's where the Cougars will pick off. So no gravy. Both times the offense for either team has had the positioning on it, but we've seen some very good things so far. A touchdown called back after an illegal man downfield by the Pirates early on in the first quarter, and we're still at 0-0. Pirates, with 2 penalties at key times, has cost them just a little bit. The Cougars now back on offense. 2 wide receivers split out to the near side. Those wingbacks split just behind Vasquez. Motion all the way to the back and around to the far side, and Vasquez is going to take a timeout. So 0-0 here with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I am Cody Olson, and this is a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate football. We'll come back to you in just a moment.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
Welcome back to the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title of Preston. The Firth Cougars facing a 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Back in shotgun, Gage Vasquez. He's got a wide receiver wide to his right and a whistle called here. And we're going to get back-to-back timeouts taken by either team, first by the Cougars and now by the Pirates. We'll go ahead and keep it here. We'd love to welcome all of you listening over the airwaves at 105.5 KACH, Preston's Classic Hits, as well as on MyLocalRadio.com. Lots of really cool stuff happening here at Firth High School. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so we'll be quick. Worthy to note in this game coming in, the Pirates of Westside losing 15 seniors from last year. And a huge amount of production, both on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. 7 of those seniors were starters on all 3 of those years in which the Pirates went back to back to back. And now none of the current Westside players were in high school the last time the Pirates didn't capture a district title in football. This could be dubbed a possible rebuild year for Westside, and Coach Tyson Moser really embraces it. He likes the underdog role. He's not afraid to put young kids in new places, and that's what we're seeing out here. Pirates could have gone up a score, but a potential touchdown throw from Brown to Brock Moser was called back. So 1st down and 10 after 2 timeouts. Here comes back into the action. Vasquez drops back to pass, looks to his left, then to his right, throws it here to the near side, and a contested catch caught at the 50-yard line. What a great move. Battling for position. Firth able to get that one out to the 49-yard line, and that is just something very impressive by Alex Vasquez. We talked a little bit about him. He's a player to watch for the Firth Cougars, all-state selection at defensive back and running back, and he goes up and makes an incredible grab on the ball and moves the chains for the Cougars. They're going to stay in this spread formation, 2 wide receivers to either side of the field located on the right hash. Vasquez in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Looks to throw again, a quick one out to the left, back to Alex Vasquez, but nowhere to go. What a great tackle right there at the 50 by Westside's own Crew Sage. Sage not fooled at all and performed his tackling drill to perfection. I'm sure something that the coaching staff of Westside really drilled into the team early on. It was a one-on-one, and someone like Alex Vasquez out in the open field can be very dangerous. Sage not deterred, able to make up the solo tackle right at the 50. They're going to swap sides out to the left hash. Still in spread formation. Here's Firth in more of a passing set, dropping back, looking to his left. Vasquez looks, stiff arm. He's going to be wrapped up, and he's going to be brought down. Perhaps a loss of and a huge sack right there. Number 28, Owen Nilsson. Nilsson using his speed, able to grab Gage Vasquez as he was rolling out to his right, and it's going to be a huge loss of about 12. 3rd down and a little ways to go. And the clock will roll. The teams will go to the sideline, and we're going to be tied up 0-0 going into the second quarter. I'm Cody Olson, the new voice of the Westside Pirates. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. We'll take a quick break. Come back to you in just a second here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate football here on 105.5 KACH.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Welcome back to Westside Football here on 105.5 KACH. Second quarter coming up to you. We're tied 0-0. Who would have thought? As the Pirates and the Cougars of Firth are duking it out to see who's going to score first. We're going to go ahead and dip into our live camera action again. The Cougars facing a third and quite decently long. I'm going to say 3rd and 23. They're going to go ahead in this spread formation again. Vasquez motioning his man from near side to far side. Drops back. 3-step drop. He's going to heave it down the field on the near side, and he'll overthrow his intended man. He was in double coverage. Number 24, Burton Park. 4th down and 24 coming up for the Cougars. Each side able to really stand on its own, and the questions defensively really out the window for both teams, as a lot of sound defensive play has led to huge distances that the offense needs to cover late in the downs, in down sets. So punt coming up here for Firth. Snap is back, taken off the top of the foot, little low one, takes one hop, fielded at the 30. It's tripped up and taken down near side of the 35. That's Crusage.
He brings it back 7 yards, tackled by
Crusage doing it all, as the I believe the underclassman is featured in the defense, the offense, and special teams. That's not uncommon. If you put in the effort, you're going to be put in places that you can succeed in the West Side system. West Side will take over at their own 35. 1st down and 10 on the near side. Wide out receiver on the open side of the field. Brown underneath. Shirtlift will motion out to the far side. Now an end around here. Moser will take it. Tries to cut off the block of one offensive lineman, but he's not going to go anywhere. He's going to lose half a yard. Going out to the far side to the left.
Brings up 2nd down and 11.
Lincoln Henderson, excuse me. You know, I'm getting a few of the names mixed up, but we'll get that down as the year progresses, I'm sure. Henderson back there. Back again, under center. Henderson motions to the right. They'll drop back to pass. Right in the middle, it's open. Taken. Moser taken down by the last man that possibly could take him down, and he's going to gain
picks up about 20
yards all the way down to the Firth 45.
With the tackle, but not till after a
Firth
1st down.
Firth not quite ready on a very quick pass play from Brown to his intended man in the middle. They pick up 20, and it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Cougar side of the field, working inwards from the 45. Brown takes the snap, give up the middle. A little dive forward, and he gets past the initial line. That's Moser.
Moser, the ball carrier.
And he'll get about 6.
Taken down by Burton Park. There's a penalty
and there's a penalty marker on the field. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Moser was throwing the ball out, maybe towards an intended official. But he whacked a Firth player right in the head. And that's a big penalty in a moment where the offense was gaining a ton of traction. The momentum was definitely shifting the Pirates' way after a big 20-yard pass play and a big 6-yard gain by Moser, back-to-back plays. And he gets up from after being tackled, and he kind of threw it, and it bounced off of the helmet of one of the Cougar players. So 2nd down and 20 instead of 2nd down and 4, which really not great. Here comes in the shotgun. They're going to give the sweep end out to the far left. He's going to cut up the field, and that's Sage. Picks up 10 yards as he got that quick jet sweep from near side, coming from the near side in motion.
Close to 9 on that carry.
And so now a more manageable 3rd down and 10.
3rd down and 10.
I feel like I have an echo. Back again in shotgun, heavy backs to the right, a direct snap, and it's not going to go anywhere. He's tripped up, and it's a wildcat formation, and he's not going to go anywhere. Moser stopped in his momentum as he ran to the right towards the heavy side of the formation, and he's going to get stopped. 4th down and 9.
Brings up 4th down and a very long 9.
And a game of what could have been, as a penalty negates one touchdown for the Pirates, and then another penalty stops momentum as they were moving their way into Cougar territory. At the Cougar 45, they're going to go for it, and they get the Cougars to jump a hard count, and that's going to make it a little bit more manageable, and now you have a little bit open playbook now. You could have seen it coming. I'm sure that fool me once. I think they're only going to get the Cougars, which are a very, very disciplined team. They're only going to get them once on that, I imagine. 4th down and 5 at the 40, and a timeout taken by Coach Moser and the Pirates. So we'll come back and see what the Pirates can do after this, after a break here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football on 105.5 KACH.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
A pass really quick up for Moser, and he's taking it and dumps across, and there's going to be a pickup of about 15. That's exactly what the Pirates needed. Pirates hustled out of the timeout, got set up quickly in the shotgun formation, and Moser finds the soft spot in the zone and picks up 15 for a 1st down. 1st down and 10 at the Cougar 35-yard line. Check that, that's the 25-yard line. Brown shifting in motion. Here comes Henderson. He's got a cut up field, and he had no real estate as he was running towards the west side portion of the field, so he had to cut up and maybe
Henderson,
grab one.
Picks up maybe
8:40 left here in the 2nd quarter. 0-0 still is the score for those of you that are listening over the airwaves or watching on MyLocalRadio.com. 2nd down and 9 from the 25. Firth 25, working inwards from left to right. Shotgun snap out to the right. He rolls. Brown has the ball tipped, and Moser gets cut up from underneath. So Moser, before the ball got to him, kind of got cut up underneath, but it was all legal as that ball was tipped from a defensive lineman at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9, or rather 3rd down and 10, really, from the 25 coming up.
3rd down and about 10 for the Pirates.
I've been impressed with Brown's ability to throw the ball today. He's been able to put it on the money a few times. Runs in the family, I imagine. In shotgun again, heavy backs to the right with a tight end as well. He'll drop and look to his left, square his shoulders, throw down the sideline, and he overthrows Moser. Ball sails around to the 10-yard line just above Moser's head, and now you're in a little bit of no man's land right at the 25-yard line. So let's see what Coach Moser will cook up here in the playbook. 4th down and 10, working inwards, trying to get the first score of the ball game in what has been a stellar defensive battle between two powerhouse programs at the 2A level here in Idaho. This time under center, split backs behind him. Brown shift from near side to left, and it's going to be a little draw up the middle, and Moser has to make a couple people miss in the backfield, comes to the near side, and finally gang tackled, and that doesn't go anywhere. Moser was met immediately by a defender in the backfield, had to get off of his mark and run towards the sideline where the rest of the Cougars were there to meet him before he crosses the line of scrimmage. That's a turnover on downs, and we're going to remain scoreless here with just under 8 minutes left here in the second quarter. Our reading on our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard, still 0-0, a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics. Here come the Cougars. Vasquez in the backfield gets that little draw upwards to Alex Vasquez, and he goes and is wrapped up by big number 70, Brendan Bailiff.
Picks up maybe a yard, brings up 2nd down and 9 for the Cougars.
Bailiff joined with fellow linebacker and turned tight end Colton Gunderson. 2nd down and 10. Cougars trying to work out of their own side of the field, working at about their own 26. Great night for football as sun is starting to set. We are almost completely in the shade out here on the turf. A slight breeze, and I can feel it from the window. It feels magnificent. Whistles out on the field as the team, the Cougars try to line up, and it's a timeout called by head coach Rigo Vasquez. We're going to go ahead and take that timeout as well. Come back to you here with the conclusion of the second quarter here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Athletics on KACH.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today. Continuation of the second quarter here at Firth High School. Special shout out to all of our fantastic sponsors that make this broadcast possible, including West Motor Company. Here come the Cougars here at their own 27-yard line working outwards. 2nd down and 10 coming up. A big shift from left side to the far side of the field. In shotgun, Vasquez drops to his right, looks back to his left. Tipped up in the air, and it's batted down. That's a wonderful move. And a head, head on a swivel. Number 66, Dylan Ralphs. Ralphs able to put his big, lanky, he's got those long arms. Gets them up in the air, and he bats down the pass, and that was going to be an intended misdirection. The whole offense was rolling to its right to the far side of the field. Vasquez squares his shoulders, looks back to the left. Had an open man out in the flat, but Ralph's able to put his hands up and knock that thing down. 3rd and 10 coming up. Another big move and a big play for the Pirate defense. Long time in the huddle, a little bit more so than usual for the Cougars. In their all blues, shotgun, spread. Vasquez rolling out of trouble. He's trying to throw it away. He's got to throw it out of bounds to avoid the sack as he was sprinting towards the sideline. Beating down on him was Ralphs again, as well as Shirtliff. Easton Shirtliff got on his horse got Vasquez off of his spot. He couldn't set his feet or find anybody down the field. So here comes a 3 and out. Another one forced by the Pirate defense. Just under 7 minutes left here, 0-0 on our Les Schwab Northern Logan scoreboard. Big punt taken. Fielded at the 40-yard line by Sage. Couple shifty moves, and he pulls his head down and throws himself at about midfield. Great field position for the Pirates coming up. Sage has done a fantastic job, picking up about 10 yards on almost any punt return on the day today.
Roger Harrison with
Brown strolling out from the far sideline inwards to call the offensive play. Real quick one as the Pirates hustle to the line right at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10. Working from left to right. A little couple steps back in shotgun. He squares his shoulders, looks out to his left, a little dump 5-yard out, and it's just at the feet of Moser. Moser not able to reel that one in as it was just a tad low. Good defensive coverage by the linebacker, number 47. Rather, might be 44. No, it's a 47. I don't have him on my roster, unfortunately. Cougars wearing the blue tops, blue helmets, white pants. Here come the Pirates, 2nd down and 10. A pitch out to the far side. Moser gets a little ahead of speed. Picks up 3, trying to sprint his way to the west side portion of the field. 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Pirates.
3rd down and 8 for the Pirates.
In contrast, the Pirates wearing their maroon pants, white jerseys, and maroon helmets. Six minutes remaining. This is another big chance for the Cougar defense to make a stop. Brown steps back in the pocket, steps up, and the ball's tipped up in the air and intercepted at the 50-yard line. Wow. Big number 56 pushes it up in the air and tips it a couple times. That's Mario Lizarraga. Roughing the passer is called on the Cougars. And what's that going to do? It's going to negate that interception. And oh my, I hate to take it away from the big fella in the middle. But that ball rolling to his right, Brown threw it just behind his intended receiver in the flat. It's tipped up 3 times, twice by the All-State selection, Mario Lizarraga. Tips it twice, once in each hand, and comes down with it, and was gonna come down with it at his own 45-yard line. Instead, the ball is placed at the 33-yard line of the Cougars. 1st down and 10 for the Pirates.
33-yard line, 1st and 10.
I have an echo. Brown under center, motion to the near side, fakes the dive, rolls out to his left, squares up, throws it right in the middle of the field, and another great deflection in PBU right at the 25-yard line. Jacobson was there, put his body on the line, momentum carrying him to the right, spreads eagle out to the left, Superman style, tips it down, and now it's 2nd down and 10. And if you asked for a fantastic game of football, boy, you're getting it right here. Pirates Wildcat directly to Moser, straight up the middle. He's got some room, and the ball almost looked like it squirted out. Cougars are pointing the opposite way, but we didn't know indication or whistle. They're going to call him down. You know, the Cougars jumped on that one as though that ball was live. But instead, Moser's going to get attributed with a 6-yard gain, 3rd down and 4 coming up here after the Wildcat formation. Impressed with Moser's ability to run. He's really speedy, fast. Brown under center. Wing back to the right. Motion from the tailback to the left in a slot position. It's going to be a dive up the middle into the wall. And it's not going to go very far. It'll make up half the distance up to the 25-yard line.
And Corporal Jacobson with the tackle.
4th down and 2. 4th and 3, rather. And the Pirates have stalled here a few times in this ball game.
Down to 3 for the Pirates.
Been here a few times, and now can they get over the hump? Brown's going to go under center. Motion to the near side. Squares up. A dive up the middle, and they've got room. Up into the second level and backpedaling into the free safety all the way down to the 11-yard line.
Gage Vasquez brings him down.
Is Owen Nielsen.
Nielsen, the ball carrier.
Owen Nielsen putting the team and the other team literally on his back and moving down the field. First down and 10 from about the 11. Under center motion again. It's a sweep to Moser. Moser gets wrapped up after a 3-yard gain, sprinting towards the far sideline. Got wrapped up around the shoulders and got spun off the hip of a Cougar defender.
Picks up about 3 yards on that carry.
Picked up 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 7 on the left hash. Pirates about 8 yards away from pay dirt. 3:33 left here in the second quarter. Timeout. And yes, I mistakenly took the White Hats timeout signal. They just stopped the clock for a second to get some garbage off the field. Now the Pirates are back up to the line of scrimmage. Brown is going to go ahead and give it off the middle again. Nielsen pushing all the way down, close.
To the end zone.
He's going to get the first down, and it's going to be first down and goal from about the half-yard line. But clock continues to run. The Pirates can smell the end zone. They want it. Can they get it? First down and goal from the half-yard line. Under center. Nielsen behind him. Brown. Motion to the near side. Gives it to Nielsen. Nielsen buries his shoulder. And he's stopped at the inch-yard line.
Nice goal line stand for the Cougars.
There to eat him up. Mario Lizarraga, number 56, the senior all-state selection. I thought that momentum was going to carry him into the end zone. Instead, the nose of the football, a stack of cards, probably could barely fit between the nose of the football and the goal line right now. 2nd down and goal from inches. Brown again under center. He'll give it again to Nielsen. He'll bury his head, and he pushes through and dives for the touchdown. The first one of the year for the Pirates. Big 6 points, and finally the Pirates get on the board. On our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard, West Side from a goal line stand and a huge battle down the field. Owen Nielsen will take it and get the first touchdown of the year for the Pirates. Shirtliff lining up for the point after. And a little bit of a jump on the Cougars.
Offsides.
A little bit overzealous, and they thought that they could get in there. And if you move that ball any closer, which they are, the Pirates are changing personnel. And you could imagine that Coach Moser might want to go for 2 here. With 2 minutes left, a score by Owen Nielsen causes the Pirates to go up 6-0 pending this 2-point conversion. Ball on the 2-yard line. Brown's going to line up under center. Shirtliff directly behind him. They're going to give it off to the left. Moser will bully his way off tackle to the left and in. The Pirates go up 8-0 here in Firth with about 2 minutes left before halftime. We'll go ahead, take a quick timeout, come back to you with more action here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate football.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
Back here with 2 minutes left before halftime. Ball situated on the right hash of the 40-yard line. Easton Shirtlift to kick off for the Pirates. Big boot high up in the air. It's going to be short and fielded at the 10-yard line near the near sideline. Alex Vasquez cuts to the right, cuts back to the left, and is brought down at the 30-yard line just in front of the Firth Cougars sideline. Sage Crew there to tackle the ball carrier for the Pirates. Crew, as we mentioned before, the underclassmen utilized in almost every facet of Pirate football here. Catch him on offense, catch him on defense, catch him on special teams. If they're playing football, Sage Crew's going to be out there. Cougars now have 1:52 to answer. Pirates up 8-0 on the Les Schwab scoreboard. A little end around out to the right, and it's not going to fool a lot. Alex Vasquez makes the best of a bad situation, picks up 3 after the misdirection in the backfield. Comes to the near side, and the ball will be placed right at the 32, near side hash. Clock will continue to run, and
with the tackle,
here we're going to be able to see, will the Cougars try and throw this ball a little bit more and try and get into the end zone, try and make this close. They've got 1:20 to do so. Alex and Gage Vasquez. Gage steps back. It's a QB draw, and he's wrapped up by a couple different Pirates. Ralphs and Aaron McDaniel there to wrap him up for possibly a team sack right at the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to tick off, and I'm surprised at what the play, perhaps they thought that the middle of the field would be open a little bit more. 3rd down and 8 from the 31, working out. Vasquez will drop back, 5-step drops, has all the time in the world, uses his arm, hucks it down the far sideline, and it's up and blocked. PBU is knocked down.
Nelson with the play for the Pirates.
Nelson, the man who just scored the touchdown, also there and does it on defense.
Brings up 4th down and 8 for the Cougars with 23.1 seconds left in the first half.
4th down and 8 now for Firth, as they're faced with a decision. And they're going to line up in punt formation. Sage Crew, back to field.
Kick is up.
Sage will just let that thing roll. It will die right at the 34.
33 yards on the punt. Coverage by
14.6 seconds left.
With 14.6 seconds left in
the offense for the Pirates will trot out onto the field.
Inside their own 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
Would be surprised if we see anything but either a knee or a little run up the middle. No need to do anything crazy with 14.6 seconds left. Brown will go under center, and he'll take a knee. As expected, that's going to go ahead and take us into halftime. Pirates up 8-0 over the Cougars here in a defensive battle Who would have thought here in Firth, our Les Schwab Logan North scoreboard reading Pirates up at least one score, 8-0. We'll come back to you with our halftime coverage brought to you by Level 10 Life. Achieve your next level with Level 10 Life coaching, as well as with Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency. We'll be back in just a moment's time here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Football on 105.5 KACH.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back to our halftime show on MyLocalRadio.com and 105.5 KACH. Our halftime show today brought to you by Level 10 Life Coaching. Go ahead and give Level 10 Life a call and find them online at level10lifecoach.com. Achieve your next level in life. Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling maybe perhaps a little bit in a rut in life? Kyle Lishman and the trained professionals at Level 10 Life can help you find what's keeping you from achieving your next level in life. Give them a call at level10lifecoach.com. Our halftime score today, Westside Pirates up 8-0 over the Cougars in a state championship rematch from last year. Big difference between those games and the game that we're looking at now is, defense has been the name of the game so far. Good chunk plays by either team. But haven't really been able to consistently get that ball moving a whole ton. The Pirates able to do it a little bit at the end of the second quarter, but penalties have kept the Westside Pirates out of the end zone more times than not. As for the Cougars, they've been able to pick up a good bunch of chunk yards against the Pirates off of some trick plays. Able to put a few strings together, but the Pirate defense has held strong and made them really cover a large amount of distance late in the downs. You're looking after a big sack or a TFL. The Cougars have to come up with a play call for 3rd and 13 or 3rd and 15. Not a whole ton in there for the Cougars in terms of play calling, especially if you're predicated on a wing T offense. A lot of spread we've seen from the Cougars this year. We're seeing a lot of different looks all over the place. Very, very cool as we have a little bit of halftime fun out onto the field. Not sure what they're doing, but they're having a good time. That is our halftime score brought to you today by Level 10 Life. Level 10 Life Coaching here to help you achieve your next level in life. Special thanks to our sponsor, the Logan North Store, Les Schwab, the tire professionals, for keeping track of all of our scores this year, whether it be football, whether it be volleyball, basketball, boys and girls, or softball. You can find it all as a sponsored event from the Logan North Les Schwab Plains Tire Store. We'll go ahead, take a break, come back to you with more stats as part of our stats portion of the game, brought to you by Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, on a 105.5 KACH presentation of Westside Pirate football here on mylocalradio.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome back to the first half. It's now time for our first half stats portion, brought to you by Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency. Brittany and Braden Smith cannot begin to tell you how fantastic of people they are, and they're even, they're great insurance people, but they're even better people. Imagine that. They will take care of you in protecting the things that matter most at Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency. Let's go ahead and dip into our halftime stats. Not a ton in terms of offense, but a big key that we've been seeing, and something that we've been like to mention.
Just in case auto body.
Moser for the Westside Pirates, 3 receptions for 45 yards, 8 rushing attempts for 39 yards. Obviously, these are unofficial stats, but he's been a workhorse for the Pirates up until this point. Also, a big, glaring off the stat sheet right now, the 1-yard dive by Owen Nielsen. He's been big, and he punched it in when it really, really mattered. Brown with a couple attempts, 8 for 5 by my count, for 68 yards, and those big passes have come at really key times to move the chains when they've needed to. Easton Shirtliff also there. He's been doing the dirty work and carrying the ball and doing it on the defensive end. And, and also a big highlight player as well, someone that is incorporated into every facet of Westside football. Crew, Sage, doing it all. I mean, he's averaging just over 9 yards a punt return, which, when you really add those things up, really do it gives an incredible boost to the offense, knowing that it's, 10 yards that you don't have to make up. It's easy yardage for the Westside Pirates, and Sage Crew has been doing it in very convincing fashion. Crew Sage. So that has been our halftime and post-game stats. We would love to be able to continue to cover more of Westside football. And guess what? If you're enjoying the broadcast now, you can join me for every single Westside football game over the airwaves and on mylocalradio.com. Personally, I love hearing it on the radio if I have somewhere to go, that commute you got going on. You can listen to it in the car. You can listen to it at home. But I'm kind of more of a visual guy. And if you like watching the game, you can go ahead and find me on mylocalradio.com, not just for football, but for volleyball. You can find me for boys and girls basketball, softball. We're going to be covering all things West Side this year. And I could not be more happy and excited to be here and sharing this with all of you. It's a pleasure for us at 105.5 KACH to be able to give those the opportunity who can't really make it to the game, because, I mean, what's better than actually being here? Not a whole lot. And I see a lot of West Side fans have traveled to do that. But if, like Grandma and Grandpa are homebound and they can't reach it, or maybe if they're located on the other side of the world, you can tell them that you can find us online at mylocalradio.com to cheer on whoever they need to cheer on as part of this coverage. We're going to go ahead, take one more quick break, come back to you with more as we're under 5 minutes before the start of the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Special thanks again to Level 10 Life, the next level in life coaching, one step away for you. Go ahead and give the trained professionals at Level 10 Life a call, or find them online at level10lifecoach.com. Come back to you in a second on a mylocalradio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football on 105.5 KACH.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
We welcome you back here to the halftime coverage of Westside Pirate football. We're out here located in Firth. It's approximately 8 o'clock, just a little bit after 8, as we're getting ready for the second half. The adjustments that each team can make. I've been impressed with both teams. Truly, I have. And I've been impressed with the defensive effort of the Pirates specifically. They have not let the Cougars go anywhere today. And, they've picked up a few chunk plays on those trick plays that they cooked up early in the first half. But overall, the Pirate defense has kept the Cougars on clamps. And I don't believe that the Cougars have really gotten into Pirate territory a whole lot. And if they have, it's only been around at the 50-yard line, no deeper than the Pirates' own 40-yard line from my own recollection. We'll take this time as we get ready for the third quarter to mention to you that you can find myself and Dan Hubbard tomorrow as we'll be broadcasting from Cokeville, Wyoming. The Cokeville Invitational for volleyball happening. Pool play was today. Unfortunately, I can't be in two places at once as much as I would love to be, and also my wife. But she'll get that joke. It'll be funny. I'll be covering volleyball tomorrow, and what I'll be doing there is covering kind of the tournament playoff. I don't want to say playoff, but more of the bracket portion tomorrow out in Cokeville. I'll be joined with Dan Hubbard, the voice of the Preston Indians. He'll be covering the Indians out there, as well as the rest of our mylocalradio.com broadcast crew. That includes Elin Olive, the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, Aaron Poling, the new voice of the Rich Rebels, and Dennis Bedwell, the voice of the Valley, covering Mountain View and Lyman High School located in Wyoming as well. All of us will be there in Cokeville covering volleyball tomorrow if you want to go ahead and give it a watch. Let's go ahead and dip back into the third quarter and the coverage included in that. Westside up 8-0 on our Logan North Les Schwab Plains Tire, our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. If you remember correctly, the Pirates won the toss and they were able to go ahead and defer. So they're going to be getting the ball first here in the second half. And I imagine if the Pirates were able to move the length of the field here and to score, it's going to be a huge mountain to climb for the Cougars, considering how defensively stout the Pirates have been all day today. A little bit of a horn out here, and I'm impressed with the turnout from the Pirate fans, but also the fans of Firth. They've been out here cheering loud and proud. The student section located just to my right, right about the 30-yard line of the south side of the field. And if you hear some cheers and some shouts, it's definitely them.
Moser and Sage deep for the Pirates. Alex Vasquez.
Moser and Cruz Sage back there to receive the kickoff. Alex Vasquez teeing up, and we are underway in the third quarter. A little bit of a line drive taken. It will die and be scooped up by Moser at about the 15, working from left to right. Moser cuts it back in the middle, and he's going to get brought down at the 30.
Alex Vasquez,
first down and 10 coming up for the Pirates.
For the tackle.
Eli Brown. Still in at quarterback, brother of Blaze. Everybody knows that name. Down under center he goes, and the wingbacks to either side, and it's Shirtlift directly behind him. Everything close together. They're going to pull Nielsen back, and Henderson gets the end around jet sweep to the near side. He's going to get brought down behind the line of scrimmage by a plethora of Cougars.
Stopped in the backfield by Shook.
Second down and 11 coming up for the Pirates. Pirates have featured a couple different sets of running backs, and they've all been doing a very good job. Some underclassmen as well as some featured lettermen for the Pirates. Second down and 11, this time a near side motion. Little toss out and a little dump off. Brown will throw in the flat for Henderson, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, third down and 10.
Third and 10.
And this misdirection, this wing tee offense that the Pirates run, I'm very impressed. I was able to watch them early on in the summer. And, seeing them run through the plays, coaches reps and reps and reps. Where are you going? What's important? Where are we going? What's our assignment? They've been running it very, very well today, considering that they've got kids in new positions. Brown's going to be in the shotgun here. Wide receiver's out to his left. Fakes the jet sweep, and inside ball's tipped up in the air, and a diving attempt by Vasquez, the free safety. Can't get there in time. Fourth down and 10. That's going to be another incompletion. I believe pushing Brown now to 5 completions out of 9 attempts. Again, a very, very unofficial stats. I can only do so many things at once. I can just kind of remember off the top of my head. Punt formation here for the Pirates as they go 3 and out to open up the third quarter.
Back deep for the Cougars.
We get a stoppage of play and a timeout taken by Coach Moser, and we have a Pirate running back onto the field late. And somebody forgot that they were on punt team. So we're going to go ahead and take a timeout and come back to you in just a second on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football on 105.5 KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden.
Well, we welcome you back here to Firth High School, and they're probably going to dub this the blackout game. Everything went out. So the lights went out, so we apologize. We welcome you back into the booth. I mean, the lights went out citywide, It seems like the ball's back on the turf, and the Pirates are going to come down and fumble. They're going to fall on top of it. So the Pirates punt. The Pirates punt the ball after the long hiatus, after the blackout, and then the first play of scrimmage, and probably one of the first times that the Cougars get back into Westside territory. They fumble on the pitch from Gage to Alex Vasquez. And, oh my goodness. We also apologize. Our scoreboard cam, although it was working just fine earlier, not working right now, so I'll try and give you the best indication of when the time is as quickly as I possibly can. We got 10.5 minutes left here in the third quarter, and it's already 8:30. Good gravy. All right, well, the Pirates pick up the fumble in the backfield, and apologize that we were off the air for just a minute. Now we are back on, seeing as the power is back. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Brown under center again. We'll get the motion behind him to the far side. Gives it to Shirtliff, who has a head of steam and does the dirty work and grabs 3 yards the hard way.
Picks up a gain of 2 yards.
Off of his left tackle.
Second and 8.
Right behind Shad Grohl and Jackson Beckstead, I believe. So the Pirates 2nd down and 7 coming up from their own 31-yard line after the unsportsmanlike penalty after the fumble recovery brought them backwards 15 yards. Brown gives it off to Shirtliff again, who spins off of one tackle and gains 2.
2 yards.
Working his way to the left, right off of the back end of his left tackle.
3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5, which is a little bit more manageable. Right now, the Pirates averaging in the second half just about 2 yards a carry. Not enough to move the sticks if you're going to go to it every single time. And now we'll see what the Pirates can do. Lights back on onto the field. They can see again. Brown in shotgun, steps back, rolls to his right. He's got daylight in front of him, gets it out to Moser. He's able to grab it in the flat and pick up the first down for a 7-yard gain.
Burton Park on the tackle.
Brown sitting about 50% completion percentage on the day, moving up towards about the 70, the big 7-0 mark in terms of passing. His passes today have come at very good times, and there's been some big chunk plays, some of them to Moser in the middle. 1st down and 10 from their own 43. Working from left to right. On their own side of the field, Brown gives the sweep to Sage, and he goes end around and gets nowhere.
On the end around, he loses a yard.
They're going to go a 2nd down and 10 as he worked his way towards the east side of the field, and he just didn't have any lane to cut up.
Bridger Jolly and Garrett Nelson combine on the tackle.
And this has been a defensive battle, absolutely, and the Cougars have really held their own against the Pirates, who have really had the Cougars' number in the last couple years. Brown, motion across his face to the near side. He'll roll to his right, gets cut off, sets his feet in the middle of a bunch of players, threads the needle, and it's caught for a 13-yard gain by Colby Bowles. Colby Bowles, our Outstanding Student of the Week interview earlier on, did a great job rising up above, got himself on a little trampoline, and was able to get back on it, pull it down in between a couple defenders, and moves the chains again. Working their way into Cougar territory at the 44-yard line of Firth, inching its way. Under center again, motion across his back, and here's Sage again, and he's going to find the exact same success that he got last time. Wrapped up this time for a 2-yard loss on the sweep.
Loss of 3 yards.
The defensive line of Firth really doing, just putting in the work. Couple whistles here, 2nd down and 12, and now we get our signal from the white hat, roll the clock. 2nd down and 12 from the 47. Fake the sweep, give it up the middle to Shirtliff, and he gains 1.
Line of scrimmage by Lazarga.
And he goes right into the arms of Lizarga and big number 70, Abraham Merchant. Also manning the defensive line for Firth, Andrew Garcia. So the running game starting to really, you're fighting for every single yard, and now you're working double the sticks, 3rd down and 11. Brown, the end around, and the sweep and the reverse, too quick. And that's a 6-yard loss, and Sage on this drive is going to rack up negative yards rushing. Not really his fault, as he's met in the backfield every time. 4th down and 15 coming up for the Pirates. So cannot capitalize off of the turnover after the fumble by Alex Vasquez. Shirtlift with his cleats planted at his own 40. 1 foot back, another one this way, rugby style punt. Gets it off of his foot. It takes a dive right at the 15, scooped up at the 10 by Alex Vasquez. He's coming to the near sideline, makes one man miss, and is out of bounds.
Alex Vasquez on the return.
He's wrapped up and thrown out of bounds.
A return good for 11 yards. Taken out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
I've been impressed with the punt returners from both teams today, and Vasquez gets wrapped up and thrown out of bounds. And so the Cougars down 1 possession. And, that 2-point conversion is really probably going to come back and be a talking point if the Cougars can score. That encroachment penalty on the PAT after the 1-yard dive by Nielsen. So now they're up 8-0, the Pirates. The Cougars have the ball now at their own 20. Under center, Vasquez pitches it out to his right. The running back trying to cut around the corner. Kyle Jacobson got the pitch out to the right and picks up 1.5. 2nd down and 9 from their own 21 coming up. Both defenses, stellar performances by the Pirates and as well as the Cougars today defensively. Only 1 score given up, and it was hard fought, and it came off of the need to dive into the playbook a little bit more. Passes and big plays for the Pirates have them up 8-0. In the shotgun, Vasquez drops back 9 steps, finally steps in the pocket, goes deep down to his right. Battle, and it's caught. No! Oh, the heartbreak. It was in the hands of Burton Park, who came down with it and just didn't maintain possession as he fell down to the ground. Ball pops out. And that's going to lead to 3rd and 9. Good coverage by the Pirate defense back there. I believe Colby Bowles was in the area. So good PBU and a breakup. Bowles got his arms in there, and it popped out. What was going to be a huge chunk of yardage picked up, plus 35 at the very least. 3rd down and 9. Spread, 2 receivers to either side on the right hash. Vasquez with the running back to his left. Looks back to pass. Drops, steps into the pocket, shimmies around out to the left. Running for his life. He's got daylight in front of him. He's being tracked down, and the speed of the Pirate defense. That's number 25, Colton Gunderson. Gunderson got on his horse, and I thought that Vasquez was going to go for a lot more. Gunderson able to track him down, pushing him out just before the sticks, and it's going to be 4th down and 2. And it looked like a track meet race out there. The momentum of Vasquez getting hit right at the boundary marker. He almost ends up on the track, because those 2 kids were going so fast. 4th down and 2 coming up. The Cougars desperately need this. Have not been able to really move the sticks consistently today. But a chance here under center. Vasquez with the quarterback sneak, and he went faster than his offensive line did. Pirates stuff him right at the line. They're going to lose a yard, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. A momentum shift a momentum shifting stop by the Pirate defense. Vasquez got under center, and you had the feeling, the way he was lined up and the way that his feet were positioned, that a quarterback sneak was coming, and the ball was snapped, and his offensive line didn't push. He ran, and I think only the center really knew, and the Pirate defense collapsed in on him. So Pirates take over on a turnover on downs at the Cougar 29-yard line, 1st down and 10 on the right hash. Colby Bowles motioning out to the far side. Wide receiver. A pitch out to the left. Moser behind 2 lead blockers, and he goes nowhere. Bees on honey right now. Firth wrapping up Moser in the backfield and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 coming up again on the left hash. Westside still staying committed, doing what we talked about in terms of the Naylor Insurance keys to the game, staying patient, and they're not giving up the offensive, they're not giving up the run. Here comes the second play from scrimmage, near side motion, dropping back to pass this time in the flat, up above second level. Moser goes up and grabs it. He's able to be wrapped up and tackled, thrown up over the shoulder of Jacobson. That's a close to a 10-yard gain. It's going to be close. 3rd down and half a yard for the Pirates. They're going to measure. Stoppage of time with 3 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. And the white hat here looks to the opposite side of the field, from near side to far side, and they're going to bring the chain gang out. So here comes the chain gang, getting their running in here, and I think he's going to be a tad short. Pulling that thing, oh, maybe not. Pulling it, no. He's going to be short by about half a foot. That was deceiving. I didn't think that there was that much chain. Half a foot separates the Pirates from 1st down yardage. The referee crew doing a fantastic job in measuring and then taking it back to the hash marks, knowing where the ball was located in relation to the yardage markers and the chain gang. 1st down yardage. Lines it back up, and the Pirates need to get 6 inches, 3rd down and inches from the 20-yard line of Firth. Brown will go under center, motion behind him. Henderson gives it off to Shirtliff, makes 2 people miss, carries a 3rd and 4th down to the 10-yard line, and that's a 10-yard game.
Park and Shirt combined to bring him down.
Shirtliff. And when you think of Easton Shirtliff, you know, a name that a lot of Westside Pirate fans know. You know a lot of grit and determination. I actually interviewed Easton this summer, and yes, sir, no, sir, we do what we do, and we do it well, sir, at Westside. 1st down and 10 from the 10-yard line. They're going to give it to Shirtliff again. He tries to go off tackle and runs into a wall.
Left tackle, Garrett Nelson.
He's going to get no gain, and he's going to go right into the big man, Mario Lizarraga. The Cougars, you know, coming into this game, lots of old faces that the Pirate fans may know, but a lot of new faces. Old faces include All-State defensive back Alex Vasquez, All-State QB Gage Vasquez, and bringing a lot of new and excitement, like offensive line Jeffrey Edwards. So, 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and goal from the 10-yard line, and a little dive play out to the left. Brown gives it to Moser. Picks up 3. 3rd down and goal, probably from the 7 here. No, it's probably from the 8. 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. And points right here, any points really, are going to be huge for the Pirates. Brown's going to step back in shotgun with Shirtliff to his right. Wide receiver out to the left, motion in front of his face. That was Henderson. He rolls to his right, throws it. Moser catches it right at the 5 and is immediately tackled by All-State DB Alex Vasquez. 4th down and 5, or 4th down and goal from the 5. maybe a hair closer from the 4-yard line on the right hash. And coming in is Colby Bowles, giving in the play call. And this could make a huge mountain for the Cougars to climb, considering how hard points have come for them in this game. Wildcat straight to Moser. He bullies his way inside across the goal line for a touchdown for the Pirates. The Pirates throw the haymaker just 30 seconds before the end of the third quarter, and that's by Moser. That's big. Big for the Pirates. Moser pushing the score now up to 14, excuse me. Shirtliff lines up for the PAT. Snap is down, kick is up, sneaks it past one defender, and that's good. 15-0 is your reading on the Les Schwab scoreboard here in Firth. The Pirates go up after a 5-yard wildcat run by Moser. He buries his head into a defender and bullies his way into the end zone. We'll come back to you here on a First Bank on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate Football, 105.5 KACH.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West
Back here again, and the quick kickoff called off as we weren't quite ready. Really quick turnaround. The Pirates wanted to kick that thing up and away. We've got 36 seconds left before the end of the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Special thanks to West Motor Company, a proud sponsor of Westside Pirate Athletics, as well as Franklin County Medical Center. 30 seconds time before we get ready for the fourth quarter, sponsored and brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky out of Clifton, Idaho. Small Town USA, world-class beef jerky, Papa J's. Shirtliff back with it. They're up 15-0, and he toes it. Back to Vasquez. This is Gage taking it from the 2-yard line, straight up the middle. Cuts out to his left, and I thought that he was going to have a little bit more daylight, and his first cut was cut short by the kicking team coverage by the Pirates. Apologies for our scoreboard cam. This happens occasionally in the nighttime. It looks really great at dusk, and then when the stars come out, it washes out white. But I'll try and do the best to keep you updated as we move along. 30 seconds exactly before the end of the third quarter. The Cougars desperately needing some points right now. Under center, Gage Vasquez is going to give the end-around sweep to Alex Vasquez. He buries his head after making one person miss. But he will be brought down for a 3 or 4 yard loss. So after the score on the Wildcat by Moser, Parker Moser takes it himself on a gutsy 4th and 5 call from the goal line. And that's going to be the end of the fourth quarter. We'll take our break, get ready for our Papa J's fourth quarter in just a second here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Football on 105.5 KACH.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
We welcome you now to the fourth quarter where the Preston Pirates of Dayton, Idaho lead 15-0 over the Firth Cougars in a state championship rematch from last year. These two teams played twice. Pirates came out on top both times. But the difference that you might notice here is that the Pirates winning a defensive battle right now, whereas the points kind of came a little bit more frequently for both teams last year. Cougars facing a second down and 14 from their own 15-yard line. Under center, Vasquez is going to give the dive off, and they're going to pick up a little bit of yardage moving forward. And they're still chugging along, and that's a pickup of about 6 or 7.
About 4 or 5 Pirates, picks up about 5 yards on the carry.
That was impressive running there by the backfield of the Cougars.
Moser and Beckstead with the tackle.
Beckstead and Moser there to tackle and wrap up the running back for
3rd down and 7 for the Cougars.
I want to say that was Jacobson who was able to carry that along. Now we're going to see a spread formation, 2 wide receivers to either side, smack dab in the middle of the field. One running back to his right. Vasquez drops back to pass. Finds a little bit of daylight, squirts back. Has nobody downfield, pumps, is throwing it out of bounds, has nowhere to go. Has good coverage by the Pirates, forces Vasquez's hand into throwing that thing away before he runs out of bounds at his own 15-yard line. 4th down and 6 for Firth, backed up almost in their own red zone at the 23. As we're into our fourth quarter, proudly sponsored by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli in Clifton, Idaho.
Sage back deep for the Pirates.
Punt coming up for the
kick.
Firth electing to fake the punt, and it's not going to go well for them at all. And
fake punt.
There was a little bit of daylight. The fake punt, Robinson
turnover on downs.
Pulls down the intended man. Burton Park, who has been a standout athlete for the Cougars today, just had one man to beat, and I thought he was probably going to be able to pick up the first down. Instead, it's going to be wrapped up by Robinson and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Turnover on downs after the gamble by the Cougars, and that might be one that puts the final blow if the Pirates are able to put this thing in the end zone. Brown again under center. Sage rolls back, and it's going to be a pass, and it was open right down in the middle. The play action pass for Moser, incomplete, just out of his arms. It's that quick play action pass, and Moser sprints out from that wingback position, goes right into the middle, tries to sneak past the linebackers before anybody knows what's really going on. Would have been a touchdown if they had connected, but instead it's incomplete, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10. 1 yard away from Cougar in the red zone, being in the Cougar red zone. Brown rolls out to the right into the flat, and Sage is going to drop it. It's going to hit him in the hands, and he tried to run before he caught it. 3rd down and 10 coming up, and
Park on the coverage.
a golden opportunity for the Pirates after 2 straight incompletions. In danger of being squandered just a little bit. Pirates are up 15-0 with 10:53 left here in the fourth quarter, trying to get that final haymaker move that will put them on top and ice this game. Brown will step back and give it off to the right side for Nielsen, who already has 1 touchdown under his belt today. Gets wrapped up after a gain of 2 or 3.
About 2 yards on that carry.
It's going to be 4th down and 7.
Bridger Jolly and Corporal Jacobson with the tackles.
Fourth down and
8.
7 or fourth down and 8 here from about the 19-yard line in the red zone, but only one more option or one more play to get first down yards. They have to get to the 10-yard line. They're located on the left hash. Brown in the backfield, motion across his face to the far side. Ball skips on the ground. Brown has to escape. Pressure. He goes out to the right and overthrows his receiver. Just over the top.
With the coverage.
Gage Vasquez, the quarterback and DB, forces the turnover as he
will take over the ball.
might have got a finger on that, and it's going to be turnover on downs. Pirates cannot punch that one in, and I'm sure that Tyson Moser wanted that one for his boys to put this thing on ice. Instead, hope and life still in the huddle and on the sidelines for the Cougars, who take over now at their own 18. Under center, Gage Vasquez. Two running backs offset to his right, drops back to pass. Steps back up into the pocket, gains a little bit of yardage, makes a couple people miss.
Gage Vasquez
He picks up 12 yards on the scramble.
Picks up about 17 yards on the QB carry. 12 yards on the QB carry.
So a little bit of something made out of nothing thanks to the athleticism by Gage Vasquez, who dropped back to pass. Shimmied off a couple defenders of the Pirates' interior defensive line, able to pick up the first down. First down and 10 from their own 31. Flag comes out, and it's going to be a false start on the Cougars.
5-yard penalty.
Not a whole lot of penalties called in this game. It's been fairly clean and pretty well managed by both of these teams. You love to see it. It's been fun, absolutely fun, and it could be even better in terms of an entertainment side of things. If you're a Cougar fan, if you're able to get a score here, you're only within one possession late in the fourth. Now, if you're a West Side fan, which I'm sure a lot of you tuning in are, you'd love to be able to put this thing on ice. Dropping back, Gage Vasquez again shimmies off a couple tackles and throws it out of bounds. And after the throw, Vasquez is going to get rocked by the Pirates, and a late hit call is going to be enforced on the play. That's going to move the Cougars forward.
Personal foul, roughing the passer on the Pirates.
And that's one that I think a couple fans of Firth have wanted a few times today, but I think this is the first one that was probably deserving, as Vasquez threw it away and kind of stood there for maybe a second or two and then kind of got rocked. So that's going to be a pickup of a few yards penalty-wise, and the Cougars marching at their own 40, first down and 10. Spread with two wide receivers either way, motion near side to far side, and a little bit of a draw. Not going to fool Garrett Robinson.
With the carry, picks up maybe about a yard.
Robinson there to pick up and catch the running back from Firth for minimal gain, second down and 9. Change our quarter number here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky out of Clifton, Idaho. Still in shotgun, two wide receivers either side. Vasquez is going to give some signals to his receivers. Stops, has to roll back into the pocket, looks to his left, motioning his receivers mid-play, scrambles out to the far sideline, and incomplete, intended for Vasquez. That's Alex at the 45-yard line of the Pirates. Could not keep it in his possession in arms as he was keeping the NFL two toes right there. But the ball falls in and out of his hands helplessly. Third down and 9 coming up here for the Cougars. An incredible night here for the Pirate defense today. Just a showing and a half, really, on all levels. DB's not giving up anything. Defensive line consistently getting pressure, and the linebackers meeting the running backs in the holes. I don't know what else you can ask for. 3rd down and 10. Vasquez again to drop back and pass. Has nobody around him. Heaves it long. He's got a man open. He catches it at the 25-yard line. Loses his feet, but that's going to be a huge gain. Gage to Alex Vasquez for a massive pickup. And the hope and the flames still burning for the Cougars, dropping under 8 minutes here left in the 4th quarter. All alone, got behind the DB, and a completion there, able to get that one up and away. A sweep out to the right, taken and driven, pile drived. Colton Gunderson.
Good things last play, but the mic was off.
Gunderson tackles Vasquez. That's the Alex Vasquez on a little sweep play, working from far side to near side. Pile drives him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd down and about 12 for the Cougars.
So after Alex Vasquez catches
at the
a massive gain of 30 yards, they go right back to him on the run, but it doesn't go anywhere. 2nd down and 12. Back into spread formation. Gage kind of shifting the pocket, drops back, throws way out to his left, looking for Alex Vasquez. It's going to go incomplete. Gage Vasquez getting a little bit of just a little antsy in the backfield. Didn't see anybody open and has to keep shuffling backwards, and he loses a lot of ground when he does that. Gave a couple of his wide receivers a firm reminder of where to go and what he's looking for. Back in shotgun again, splits to either side, middle of the field at the 25. Vasquez drops back, steps back, overthrows his intended man in the flat over the top of Jacobson.
He had a little bit of room on there.
Jacobson was alone in the flat on the right side, but it was just out of his reach above his head. 4th down and 12. Now, if you're Rigo Vasquez, you're thinking that with just under 7 minutes left here in the 4th quarter, that you got to reach into the playbook and come up with something if you want to come away with a win here. And they're going to think about it. Timeout taken by the Cougars here late in the 4th. We'll come back to you in just a second here on a MyLocalRadio.com presentation of Westside Pirate football here in Firth on 105.5 KACH.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
We welcome you back to the 4th quarter, brought to you by Papa Jay's Beef Jerky out of Clifton, Idaho. 6:54 exactly in the 4th and 10 play, and everybody moves. Wide receivers move, right tackle moves, and a false start. And that's just got to be frustrating. Got to be frustrating because not only are you penalized, but then you give the Westside Pirates an idea of what you're running. 4th down and 17 coming up now. And they're going to, I imagine they're going to stay with the same play. Split wide receivers to either side at their own 30-yard line. Dropping back to pass. pressure in the face of Vasquez, and he's brought down for the sack.
Vasquez is sacked in the backfield.
And that right there is a big one by the Pirate defense.
Shurtleff and McDaniels for the Pirates.
Easton Shurtleff and McDaniels team up to bring down the quarterback for the Firth Cougars, and a turnover on downs. Huge play by the Pirate defense, who has showed up all game and has just been the highlight, really, of the Pirates today. A little bit of a wildcat action, a little toss-off to Crew Sage from Moser. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Sage, the ball carrier.
Coming to the near side.
No gain
on the play. Here on the near side hash, 2nd down and 10 from the 35. And I have, I'm not going to lie, I've been overhearing some of the conversations from the other side of the press box, and I believe that Bear Lake is losing in their matchup tonight. Elected pick to win. And here comes a flag and a false start, I imagine. No, encroachment on Firth.
Offside on the Cougars.
Cougars lined up off sides, and that's going to be an easy 5 yards for the Pirates to pick up. Bear Lake in a battle, I believe they are losing tonight in Montpelier as well, worthy to note, for the Preston, for the West Side Pirates. 2nd down and 6 at the 40-yard line, working their way from right to left out of their own side of the field, near side hash. Wildcat formation for the Pirates. Moser in the backfield. Shurtleff a step and a half to the front and to the right. Crew Sage, the wingback on the right side, and 2 wide receivers here on the short side of the field. And the Pirates are going to bleed the clock as much as they can, thinking that they can get out of this one. Moser takes it to the open side of the field. He makes a couple people miss, and he's out to the races. 30, 20, 15, 10, all the way. And that is the dagger for the West Side Pirates. 59 yards, and the play of the game, absolutely. Parker Moser takes it himself from the wildcat position, goes 59 yards, a touchdown run, and a huge touchdown for the Pirates, one that they desperately wanted and needed to put this thing away. 21-0 right now, with 5:20 left here in the ball game. Shurtleff trots out there for the PAT. Kick is down and up, and it is good. 22-0. The Pirates break it open here in the middle of the 4th quarter after a 59-yard touchdown run by Parker Moser. Adds his total to 2 on the night to begin the season. We'll go ahead and take a break, come right back to you in our 4th quarter, brought to you by Papa J's, a West Side Pirate production on 105.5 KACH. Papa J's world headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa J's invites you to come in or find them online at papajs.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa J's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa J's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajs.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Back here for the remainder of the fourth quarter, brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky, world-class jerky in small-town USA. Shirtliff will boot it out the end zone for a touchback. The Cougars will take over at the 20-yard line. And if you're the Cougars, you want to see, the game all but wrapped up, but, you want that fight and you want to really take it. You want to see some good stuff. And we'll see what they can do. Can the Pirate defense really hold them down? That's the next question. In shotgun, 2 wide receivers, 2 is